The anticipated El Nino rains, as projected by the meteorological department, are just about to begin. And if the 1996-97 El Nino are anything to go by, there are a lot of rains we're expecting, some destruction, and therefore someone needs to plan very well. So I'm going to plant for my garden, and I plan to plant a lot of trees, including fruit trees. I also plan to put up my chicken coop. So come with me as I take you through
where I
the planning section.
It is quite hot. It is actually semi-arid. And so for any crop to grow, you have to water it. The water is also salty, and this affects the plants over time. Here I have planted bananas, 2 of them in this one hole, and I have to put a very big hole so that it gives room when others are sprouting on the sides, and when I pour water it can also be able to hold. I've also put the grass. It's a form of mulching because the soil here is black cotton soil and it loses water, so we have to put a lot of water for it to stay with some water over time. I have decided to plant fruit trees because it takes long for the trees to grow, and it's beneficial when I have other fruits. So in between each of the trees, and as far as possible, I'm going to plant fruit trees. These holes that I have made, all of them are going to be, there are about 10 of them. These ones I'm going to put mainly pawpaws, which I have put in the seed bed, and they are now ready for plant. These are pawpaw seedlings. I've already made holes where I'm going to plant them. I really like pawpaw because it grows very well here in the semi-arid area, and also because they're different varieties. They have actually been grafted. They have grown so fast. So I'm just waiting for the rains, and I know they're going to grow very fast. So there are different varieties here. I may not know the names, but we have planted them in these packets which were for milk, and used chicken manure. I water them every morning and evening, and that's why they have grown so big. So I'm looking forward to having very big pawpaws, a variety of them, in the near future, because the rains are here with us, and my seedlings here are of a good size to be planted very soon. This is another banana. There are different varieties. Actually, this one is what we call the sweet banana. The ones that are small, the yellow small ones, not for cooking, but just for ripening. So this is the same process. We are using manure from chicken, as you can see here, like this, because I'm also keeping chicken and it doesn't go to waste. So as you can see, the holes are big, and why I have put the stones and the boards around here is because the chicken sometimes come and they spoil the place. They actually could easily eat their poop and get this disease called coccidiosis. I love this banana. I came from it from very far. It's for cooking. The wind is quite a lot. I hope you can hear me because we are on the slope of a hill, Klimambogo. That's why we are having a lot of wind. So this has survived, and as you can see, it is quite healthy. We have just cut some of the reeds on the sides here, and that's why we've cut some of them, and that's why we have them dried here as part of mulching. So we have used the chicken poop here again. As you can see, we have some small ones growing which have come from the side. We'll soon be able to remove one of them so that we plant it elsewhere. But as you can see, there's that bottle where we put sometimes water when it is so dry. But so far so good, it is doing well. Then here I have another tree next to it, and this one is a very special one. So this is a raspberry. We have tried so many of them, planting so many of them, and they are really difficult. It is a cutting, and at least now we have some leaves growing on it. This one has grown quite a bit. We have tried about 5 of them, they all died. And part of the reason is because the chicken are also stubborn. They like eating the leaves. So in as much as we are mulching, we are also preventing it from the chicken being able to eat the leaves. So this raspberry is really nice. They are very sweet. Apart from it just giving us a shade, the fruits are very nice because they also have vitamin C, and they're rich in also vitamin A. So I'm really trusting that this is going to grow, and we'll try and put up another one to see if we can have at least 2. So next to it we have another hole here which is going to be for a pawpaw, different varieties of pawpaw. And as I was saying that we have planted some trees, this is one variety of the pine family. This is actually cypress, I think. This is actually cypress. See the way the leaves are thin, and the way they are going, the way it's growing up like this. Really nice. It has taken a while, and they're actually 1 year old. So here again we're going to plant another pawpaw tree, and this tree is actually a grevillea. The grevilleas don't seem to be growing as fast, because if you compare this and that cypress tree and also this cypress tree, there's a difference. This is a pawpaw tree. We had planted it elsewhere in a container, and then we transplanted it. We removed it from the container and just planted it into a hole that had been dug here, where we had already put manure inside. Then because it's so hot, we made this bottle where we have put water, and we left it here. We just placed it here so that it keeps dripping very little very little. Now it had enough leaves, but now having chicken that are road runners, they just roam everywhere. This is what they have done, but not all is lost, because the tree is still alive. It's just that it's drying up here, and some of the leaves have dropped off. They have actually been eaten by the chicken, but you can still see some are still here. Then this, guess what this is? This is in the family of cactus, and I got it from a friend who has planted quite a few. I actually want to try it here. It's called the dragon fruit. Just from this cutting, I'm expecting a lot of fruit. It has some thorns, so I have to be careful. Just around here there are some thorns, but this is going to be able to give me a lot. So I'm trying to make it to develop some leaves first. So I've put some water here, and I place it inside here. But soon I want to put some soil so that it can develop roots faster. He told me that he put his directly into the soil. It took a little longer, so I'm trying to make it the process shorter. And as you can see, we are mulching everywhere because it has been so hot. But now we have drops. If you can see on that soil, some drops dropped. So this type of soil is quite tricky. It's fertile, yes, but it gets so dry, and then it loses a lot of water. So even if you water it, it becomes dry so fast. This is the black cotton soil. This is in the cypress family. All these trees are actually a year old. Some are bigger than others. And this one has some funny stuff here. I don't know what this is. I don't know what these are. Are they ants or what? Do we need to spray them? Let me know what exactly these are. Some white stuff. Oh, they look like insects. Yeah, I need to find out. Maybe they need some spray. Then this is a wild tree. It's a bush. It's just a bush. I don't even know whether we need it here. Though we have put another hole here where we're going to plant another fruit. And this is a pawpaw. We grew all this. Actually, we just transplanted it a few days ago, a week ago, and as you can see, it is quite big. I love pawpaws, and that's why I'm trying to put as many as I can. Actually, my thinking is, since this place is dry and takes really long for these trees to grow, I am not going to put any more of this type of trees, but only put fruit trees. Chicken are good to have, and I just like looking at them. I've had so many. I should have left them for eggs, to lay eggs, but I've done the math. It's not really worth it. So we'll do away with them and then bring in another breed and sell them earlier, so that we are not spending too much on feeds and the output will not, the returns will not be worth the effort. I also don't want to confine them so much, though the rains are here with us, the El Nino we are being told about, so we have to make better arrangements for them to be somewhere else other than enclosing them in a wall sort of setting. We had actually built this shed because we wanted to transfer our chicken to this place, but we have since reduced the numbers and decided that we will not have them continue to lay eggs because the feeds have become so expensive. But the rains are here with us, and we want to build, just to take part of this section and make it a house for them. So we'll put a wire mesh around here, just around here, for a few of them, and then we will sell the rest of them until when feeds or the prices are better.